Great evening, great evening. All right, so listen, I got a wonderful story. This is based on a true story, something that really happened. And what I'm going to do is give you an abridgment or a compendium, a synopsis, if you may say, of this story, of something that truly happened at a Toastmasters event. And it was about one of the, I don't want to advocate for anyone's particular business, but it's about a millionaire and what he went through. All right, so here's the story. All right, I want to make sure y'all get this. All right, so it's a dude and he's at Toastmasters. All right, he's giving a speech. For those of y'all who don't know what Toastmasters is, it's a speaking organization. I mean, the greatest speakers, I can say that, the greatest speakers of the world, a lot of them have either taken this, or they're in it somehow, or they advocate for it. I'm talking about the people like Les Brown, Tony Robbins, the Jim Rohns, the Zig Ziglars, the Eric Thomas. I'm talking about the greats right now. They advocate for Toastmasters. It's an organization that can help you with speaking, leadership, and so much more. So there's an event going on, and there's a speaker, and he's giving a speech in Toastmasters, right? And this is what he says. He says, the day that turned his life around, right? He was in class, so he's in high school. And as a high school student, he wasn't ever a person that really applied himself. He really did too well in class. And, he just was kind of just, maybe like the class clown, just a person that just went around, skipped class here and there, never applied himself, C's and D's to get by, one of those type of people, right? But now I think it was going on to 11th grade and it's SAT time, right? So he takes the SATs along with everybody else. And, the SATs, the score can range, I think, from like 600 or 700 up to like 1600, right? That's the standardized testing that they use with SATs. And I think you get like 400 or 500 points just for writing your name down. So that kind of understands like how the scoring is, right? And most people score, I think, around like an 800, 7, 8, 900 type thing, right? So he takes these SATs. And once he took the SATs, the results coming back in for the whole school. And here the C and D student person is, he gets his results back and he got a 1480 on his SATs. To understand, that's like Einstein. Like that's like genius. That's like super smart, right? And when he actually got his results back and the teacher saw that he had a 1480, They know this child. They like, nah, there's something going on. This dude must have cheated. So the first thing that the teacher did was she like, hold on. She's looking at all the other people in the class, trying to figure out who he cheated from, trying to look at their Scantrons and stuff. But she's like, it's none of them even came close to what he got. They were getting like 800s and 700s and 600s, and he got a 1480. So the teachers, it was stunned. She's just like, I don't know how he even got so, like, what is going on? So, she tells his mom, like, hey, look, your son did crazy well on it. He got over 1480 on the test. So now his mom's like, she knows her son. So she's like, I know this boy ain't going to cheat, man. What did he do? Because he's failing everything. There's no way he could test it out. His mom, that's his mom's thinking, right? So he goes and she's like, look, and she's having a talk with him because she's like, look, I don't want the principal to come. I don't want it to get found out you cheated on this test. She's like, listen, tell me the truth. Did you cheat? And he was like, Mom, no. He was like, look, it's too hard to cheat. The questions, the way the Scantrons is. He's like, I wish I could. But he's like, I just took it honestly. And that's what happened. I don't even know. And his mother, and she can tell that he's telling the truth. So she's just like, yeah, I believe you. Like, this is crazy. So now what happens is he's like, you know what? If this what can happen, like he found like this is his talent, not skill, because talent is inert, it's inherent, right? Skill is something you work on. So he said, if I have this talent that naturally I'm already smart, but I haven't been reflected in my coursework, in my assignments, in my homework, and I'm failing off and I'm doing this bad. And he was literally failing off. He like, but seeing my SATs, he was just like, you know what? It's time for me to get my act right. And before 12th grade, he was just like, you know what? I'm gonna pass. So he gets his act right together. He passes. He starts to get A's and B's. All the teachers in the school, they found out he got a 1480 because that's the highest in the school has ever had. The teachers, they started treating him different because they found out he was the kid that got the high SATs. So everyone's treating him different. The students are treating him different because they know, like, oh, this boy probably a genius. This whole time he just been not doing his work. Like maybe he felt like he wasn't challenged, right? So he graduates, he goes to a community college, and after this community college, he goes to get goes to a higher college, to get a degree and everything like that. But then he actually later stopped and stopped going to work and stuff like that, and decided like to start a business up. And one of the most profitable businesses right now of all time, right? Y'all gonna figure out the story later. But now he becomes a multi-millionaire. And people were thinking, they were like, man, like, how did you become so successful? Like, was it when you found out you got the 1480 and is that what did it for you? Like, you realized how smart you was? And he was just like, he was trying to tell him like, I think so, but it wasn't that. They were just like, well, if you didn't get if it had to been that, right? And he was just like, well, here's what actually happened. He said, it wasn't the fact that I got a 1480 that allowed me to realize that I could do so much. It wasn't the fact that I got the 1480 that allowed me to realize that if I wanted to do anything, I could put my mind to it and I could become a millionaire and never have to work for someone. And he was like, well, what was it? So he said, well, this would have happened. See, when they were giving out the SATs, back in that year, they were trying out something new. As those of y'all who might have been in school, I know it happened for me, but when the SATs, they were actually changing the way the SATs were, the scoring system, and making new tests. So they actually had made new tests and sent out the wrong scantrons to certain people and certain students. And they got the results wrong. So now here he is. He already graduated college, already got degrees, already started his business. Now they were actually resending the proper results to everyone. And he gets a letter in the mail and it shows his correct results. And they're like, hey, we're sorry. We actually made this issue, but we had to make it right and make sure you knew. Your actual SAT scores were 740. Now, the thing was 740 is bad. Okay, that's trash, right? Yeah, so the thing was, he was like, wow. And now his mom looks and, he's just like, look, mom, look. He's telling his mother about it, like, they messed up my SAT scores. I told you I wasn't lying, but here's what my real score was. And his mother looks, she's like, 780. And she's like, that's crazy because when you got that 1480, you changed your life around. See, here's what happened. Don't miss this. It wasn't the SAT scores that made him change his life around. It was the belief. It was the mindset of a 1480 student that he thought he had. And when he saw that he believed in himself, when he saw those scores, he started treating himself like a 1480 student. When he treated himself, when he had that undeniable paid off belief, the teachers treated him like a 1480 student. The different teachers, the different people at the colleges, all of them thought he was this genius that had a 1480. And he did too. And that's what he used to change his life around. So don't miss this. How are you treating yourself right now? Are you treating yourself like the 740 student? Or do you need to retake those SATs and see 1480? Because it wasn't the actual talent he had. He didn't have it. Do you see what happened? It was the mindset. It was the attitude. It was the decision that he made. So make a decision. What's your attitude right now? What's the mindset you need to have? What's the mindset you need to adopt? The renewed mindset you need to create in order to start going after goals that you want. In order to start creating the life that you want. Like right now, I sit here sometimes and I feel like, dang, I can't believe some of the stuff that I'm doing. Me, Paul Kites, a person that used to get, beat up from the cops and walk outside and everything that you can imagine with what happens on a block and drugs and violence and guns and knives and being shot and stabbed and being in the hospital over 3 and 4 nights and staying in the hospital for days and days. And look at all my friends and literally 10, 15, 20 of them dying in 3 years. And I sit there and I look at that stuff and that could have been me. And I think, how was it that I was able to change my thinking? How is it that right now I realize that I'm at the bottom of the barrel of think about this. Your highest success is now your starting point in 2020. And I realize sometimes you got to believe in others' people belief in you more than you believe in the belief in yourself. Because if the belief that you just got in yourself is at this level, but other people like, yo, you could be here, sometimes you got to listen to that. You got to discern a little bit. You got to lie to yourself and say, if they believe it, I can do it. Because what's the other lie? What's the lie you've been telling yourself? Who told you that you should play small? The greatest among us are the people that we find our gifts and we give it to each other. We serve people with our gifts. See, no one can write that book that only you can write. No one can clean that floor like how you can clean. No one can detail that car like how you can detail that car. No one can teach. No one can give that message. No one can give that speech. No one can raise that family like you can. But if you choose not to do it, you rob the world of your gift. Your gift. Stay with me here. This is my opinion. These are my beliefs. I feel like we were put on this earth to have dominion. Most people say, but what does it mean? When I'm talking about dominion, and I hope that it's serene, that you really catch this, and I'm talking about living not in the abyss, but a heaven stream where it's like you're walking and living in your dreams, that passion that radiates. I wish people see this and take it and they fabricate this and it's woven to understand that you're chosen. So let me understand to you, when I say this, I hope that your mind is not fixed. A fixed brain is like it's frozen. Let it stay open so that growth can choose you and you can realize that you have been chosen. Here's what I want you to understand when it comes to this dominion, right? I feel like this is my belief. I feel like, and I'm talking to me, I feel like God was like, you know what, Leo? I got a lot of people right now, all you spirits up here in heaven, y'all don't know what it feels like to be a king or a queen. You know, y'all spirits, y'all praising, y'all dancing, but y'all are missing something. I want y'all to feel like how it feels to be me. I want you to feel how God feels. I feel like I'm the king. You know I'm the king, but y'all spirits up in heaven, you know what? I'm going to create a place for you to establish your kingdom, for you to have some domination, for you to have dominion and cultivate the land, to be able to use imagination and creativity and cultivate things you can and make a lifestyle that you want, but give the glory to him. And I think that was why we were here. So we could learn the keys to the kingdom to live with faith, hope, and not fear. See, danger is real, but fear is a choice. And you got to understand and listen and pay attention which one of those voices that you hear when you're making those choices. And I hope that you leave a love-filled life and you lead a life filled with love, because I'm telling you, I've been to the point where it was a fight, a lot of strife, a lot of hell that I was walking in, and that wasn't me feeling like I was really above. If anything, it felt like I was just carrying on weights, sometimes trying to help other people and help them out, but it was too much for me to bear. So that's why I'm telling you, I hope you get this message. Don't compare yourself with others. Look at yourself and compare yourself with yourself. Look in the mirror and say, look, self, am I giving it my all? Am I thinking? Am I believing that this is the best I really got? Is this something that I really want? Do you have some desires that you really want? It starts with desires. It starts with the vision. It starts with writing them things down that you want. It's like cooking it up or whipping it up in the kitchen, right? That's why I love health. That's why I love wealth. That's why I love mindset. That's why I love somebody else. Sometimes more than myself. I feel like I love all of y'all. That's why I want to record this live and make it for y'all. So understand, listen, that 1480, that SAT score, right now, that's true for you right now. Write it down. Walk on it. Walk on the floors. And I hope that you really understand this message. Don't let it fly over your head. See that millionaire? Remember, when he actually saw those scores, he was surprised himself. He said, damn, like, I'm really smart. I've been failing for the last 2 years. I'm going to make a change. To know that I have this type of gifting and I haven't been applying myself, and at any given moment it can link out. I'm almost a genius. I'm about to change. And then he went to school with a different attitude, and in that instant, he became better. Just like that. And he started thinking differently when he would start learning. He would say, oh, I get this now. It's making sense. I don't know why it didn't make sense before. I got it now. Just with that new belief. That's what I really want you to understand from this story. Take that. That's you. That's you and me. You're unique. But the only thing holding you back right now is the limitations that you've been telling yourself. The limitation that you've been believing. You would never let somebody talk to you like you talk to you. Oh, I get it though. You the person when you're like, no, but I'm positive. Life's not all positive. It's positive and it's negative. You will have trials. You will be tested. You will be stressed. People will let you down. You will let others down. We're not perfect, but understand it's part of the process. That's what makes life the journey and excitement that it is. Don't pray for less challenges. Like, don't say I want less challenges. Challenge your limits. Don't limit your challenges, right? Like my friend Jim Rohn, one of my mentors, says, like, don't pray for less problems. Pray for more skill. Pray for more wisdom. Because that's what's going to give you thrills of the life. The challenges. That's what you define who you are. Your greatness. How you can create service for others. The things that's pissing you off. You feel like, damn, I'm the person that was designed to make that change. So if you feel like you've been walking around with no purpose, you feel like you've been walking around and you feel like, and I'm talking to myself too. I've been letting myself down. You feel like, look, I'm ready to do more. I feel like I need to do more and I need to do things quicker. Then start today and form you a power circle. You need an alliance. You need people that can hold you accountable. Don't listen to all this media, society, bullcrap, nonsense, mumble jumble of, oh, I'm so independent. I don't need nobody. I can do it all on my own. That's bullcrap. Teamwork is dream work. Don't do life alone. A brother, sister is born through adversity. Why do you hear these things? That's why time is money. Time is not money. Time is priceless. You can't get your time back, so why would you keep sacrificing your time if you're not having the growth? Success is once you define what you really want and you take one step towards that. So if you're taking one step towards whatever you truly, really want deep down inside, you are success. You're successful. You're in the process. That's what it is. It's the process. You got to grow through the process. So don't go through the process. You grow through the process. And that's how you keep elevating yourself. And once you master something, don't be the jack of all trades and the master of none. Once you master something, you'll know, because that's what you'll be known for. That's when you teach people. That's when you can give your gift away for free. That's when sometimes people just pay you for something, even though it doesn't feel like working, because you're just living your truth. You're living your gift. You're being your you. What are you known for right now? What will people remember you by? Think about that. That's how you figure out what you need to master. When people see you, what can they say? Listen, when I see this person, I know them for X. Like I know me, I'm health, I'm travel, I'm wellness, motivational speaking. So when people say Leo, yeah, he healthy guy, traveling, dancing, fun dude. That's what I want to be known for, empowering people. Figure out what you want to be known for. Whatever pisses you off, you were designed to change. Stay blessed.